So we opened up with the Age of Fischer, and I gotta say, now I'm starting to become more and more of a fan as we're looking over a lot of Fischer's games. And one, we gotta have some sponsorship today because this is brought to you by Blue Diamonds. Bold on. I can smell the vinegar right now. Now, if you're trying to get rid of your vinegar chip addiction, this is the way to go. Oh my God, they're tasty. I can't even. And D-Nice, because she likes them. D-Nice. She's here. That's her middle name. D-Nice. It's Denise, but you know, look up that skit. It's a funny one. We all enjoyed it. All right, so we're going to have a game where Fischer throws a beatdown on the French defense using the King's Indian attack. I am recording a video. Just come on in. It's going to be okay. What are you talking about, fix my face?
I said, where's your face?
Where's my face? All right. There's my face.
There.
All right. Okay. And that's how you know these videos are happening live in a classroom. When a student comes back from the bathroom, they're... Oh, you're not recording? Okay. So yeah. All right, it's a Monday. I've got to have some fun. I don't have a case of the Mondays. I'm in a good mood. G3, and we're getting to a typical King's Indian attack position. And right here is a key moment. Say if you're somebody who faces the King's Indian attack using this move order with either the Queen's Gambit or the French, then I've got a line for you that comes from my book on the French defense with Grandmaster Linderman that you may appreciate. So, first thing is, from this position, castles kingside, like in the game, can pose a situation to where we're going to have an all-out attack on the king. Well, a move that was recommended to me by Grandmaster Akobian that I really liked, well, it's not a move, it's a plan. We first want to start with b6, and after rook e1, everything is going as it normally does, except notice the king has not committed to the king side. So, queen c7, hitting the pawn, h6, getting ready to play g5, and we castle queenside with the idea of rook d to g8 and g5. And black is actually the one attacking on the king side, and he sped up his attack with h6 and h4. The white pawns are not even starting to attack black's king in this opposite side castling position. So, in this type of situation, Gabby. Hide and seek. Fischer's playing white, but I'm giving ideas for black in how to change up the nature of the game, because the way Fischer played is a classical way where he's going to attack and just wreck the entire king side. And if you don't enjoy being attacked viciously like black got mauled in this game, this is one of the ideas that I recommend for black to not have that happen. And also, for white, as soon as you see after b6 that he's not going to be committing himself, like rook e1 is fine, but on bishop b7, I don't want to play e5. The move that I recommend is c3 and then a3. So if black castles queenside, we have b4. So then going back this way, white has committed some extra moves, so I judge this position as relatively equal. And that's what I recommend for both sides here. So coming back to the main game with castles, e5, rook e1, just defending our pawn. So the center is locked. White is expanding on the king side. Black is expanding on the queen side, both where they're stronger. Whoever breaks through wins. So we're seeing this typical expansion. Now, this begins the key ideas. We have developed all of our pieces and we've set the stage. Black has expanded over here, and Fischer takes the opportunity to slow it down dramatically. Now black's still working over here. Now knight e3, with the idea of coming to g4 potentially, and looking at sacrifices. Bishop a6. Again, just lining up all of our pieces. Knight f1. And it looks like black's getting more done, but after knight g5, we can already see how white's queen is going to be coming over in the position, placed very aggressively. We can't allow black to take on f4, so hitting the queen. Knight d2. And this is one of those fancy moves to start things out. Bishop f6. Take my bishop. Because if he takes, he's going to run out of squares pretty quickly in this situation, as looks like he's the better part of getting trapped, and all I need to do is queen g5, queen g7 mate. So queen e8 trying to defend. Now knight e4. And you don't want to go queen h6 here because queen f8 will defend. So queen g5. And it looks like black's completely okay here. We just have the bishops around the king. Looks like black's breaking through and he's going to win the game. h5. We insist on opening things up. You could take pawns because I need time for my attack. Rook h4. Exclam. Rook a7. He's still trying to defend, so if pawn takes, he'll take with the f-pawn, and this rook will be defending laterally. Bishop g2. And this is the double exclam quiet move. Love this move. Capture. Queen h6. And this is one of the dirtiest combinations you'll see. Queen f8, and it looks like everything's defended. Nay. Queen takes h7. And this leads to a dirty, dirty mate. Pawn takes. If he goes back in the corner, get wrecked. So if he takes, what do we think the follow-up is here? We see any good check? Uh-huh. Not the rook, with somebody else. Uh-huh.
Bishop to e4.
And that's mate. So it's either mate or it's mate. That's pretty, right? And he would use the same idea if black queen the c-pawn. You take, move the king, and then just do the same idea anyway. So that is another one of our great Fischer games in history with the King's Indian attack.